many bottles of this wine we can't pronounce. Too many bowls of that green, no Lucky Charms. The maids come around too much. Parents ain't around enough.
Hey Coyotes, welcome to the volleyball takeover of the pack. We have a handful of segments set up for you all, so let's dive right into it. We're your hosts for this episode. I'm Michael Schubert.
I'm James Lafferty.
And I'm Walker Grupp.
First up, we have an exciting segment about Greg Nigel, a man who predicted the first 2 rounds of March Madness. Let's bump it over to Becket to learn more.
Every year, around 40 million Americans fill out an estimated 7 million brackets for March Madness in the hope that they will fill out a perfect bracket. They won't, because the odds of doing that are 1 in 9.2 quintillion. But one man stands alone when it comes to trying to complete this mission. Greg Nigel, a neuropsychologist from Columbus, Ohio, predicted the first 2 rounds or 48 games correctly, and the craziest part about all of this is he doesn't even remember filling the bracket out. Nigel was supposed to leave for a ski trip with his family Saturday, but that Thursday became really sick. His plan was to turn on the TV and watch March Madness all day because he knew it was the first day of the tournament, but he felt so ill he never even turned the TV on. Not knowing how any of the games are going, he had no idea that his bracket was perfect so far. Fast forward a few days, and Nigel woke up in a ski lodge to missed calls from the NCAA. For the past few days, Nigel had been forming a perfect bracket that he forgot even existed. The NCAA believed that this had never happened before, and Nigel was the first to do it. Nigel's bracket was put into a group called Center Road and was the only bracket there. While the rest of his bracket was pretty ugly, with Texas Tech knocking off Michigan, his championship pick, this is still one of the most amazing things that has ever happened in sports history and most likely will never happen again. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Becket Wilder.
What a crazy story. That's super impressive.
Yeah, it is. Now let's send it over to the finish line where our track team sprinters, hurdlers, pole vaulters, and so much more are finishing out their season strong.
As the Castaic High School track season continues, the athletes are pushing themselves through beneficial workouts to build the strength and endurance they need. They practice every day with mixes of different techniques.
For a typical practice day, we just have kind of a long warm-up, and then from then on, we go into either 400, 200, 300, just depends on what workout we're doing, and then after that, and then we might have weight room after, but it does depend, so, yep.
Many track athletes are focusing on setting personal goals and pushing themselves to achieve new personal bests, whether cutting down their time or hitting new distance milestones.
My personal goal for this season is to PR in the 100 hurdles and get, I would say, sub 18 is realistic for me. So, yeah. My personal goal for my last year is to get the new school record in 300 hurdles and to PR in the 400 and also just finish the season strong.
Track athletes, especially seniors, are trying their very best, knowing this is their last year and their final chance to use determination and motivation to achieve their personal goals.
My goal really is to set myself up for senior year. Senior is my last year to do this. I've been doing it for 3 years. So really trying to end off this next season with a bang was really what I'm really going for. Because I really love the sport. As a captain, I want the best for everyone, but also for the best of me. I really want to really hit my PRs that I've been aiming for since freshman year and all that, really to do a good season.
We can take pride knowing our track team is doing their very best, working hard, and achieving the standards they set. Reporting for the Pack, I'm Rachel Smedley with videographer Kara Ochoa.
Before we move on to our lacrosse team, we have some exciting news about next year.
We are hyped to introduce Catholics' newest head coach, William Jones, who will be the head coach of our girls' flag football team in their upcoming season.
Coach Jones is the head coach and founder of the Victory Flag Football Club, and we couldn't be more excited to see what opportunities he will bring.
Moving on, we have a quick segment on the lacrosse team, so let's go take a look.
As the lacrosse team gears for another season, we're getting an inside look at what a typical practice looks like for these dedicated athletes.
First, start off with our stretching. So we'll do our mix of dynamic and static stretching. And then from there, we'll go into warming up our sticks. So we'll either do what we call line drills, which is running at each other, passing the ball, or we'll just do partner passing.
Coach Dean takes a hands-on approach, keeping a close eye on each player's progress.
We really like to look at each player on a personal level. As much as it is a team sport, the team only works out when each players are performing to their best ability. So we like to look at each guy while we're in our practice, break down what they need to work on.
For the players, there's nothing quite like a feeling of a hard-earned win.
So my favorite game during the season has definitely been our Calabasas game. During our game, we outscored them 17-1, and I think it's my favorite because our offense was really moving the ball. We're getting some good scores. Our team was hyped up. Our defense was locked down.
He's gonna fall again. He's gonna fall again. He's gonna fall again.
I would say the season's been going pretty well. It's been pretty productive. We've been improving along the way, definitely in all parts on the field as O and B. So it's been going pretty well, pretty productive, and showing a lot of growth.
Over there. I think he's over there. Double the ball. 20.
The team has built a culture of hard work, determination, and teamwork throughout the season. Reporting for Good Morning Cast Day, I'm Guillermo Sebastian.
To wind down this episode, we have one last segment discussing the benefits sports have on your mental health.
Let's give it to Rachel to hear more.
Teens across the nation have had serious increases in anxiety and depression. But research has shown that getting involved in sports has a big beneficial impact on your mental health, boosting your mood, and helping you feel included. Here at Passaic High School, we have many different sport teams from track to volleyball to soccer. Research and science shows that exercising is important to keep you healthy and happy.
Well, sports are athletic and you're moving your body, and anytime you're doing anything athletic or cardiovascular, you're like increasing your endorphins, which improves mental health. Everyone's working towards the same goal, so you learn how to communicate with each other, and I think the team works to build each other up, which improves like social skills because you're all working towards the same goal, and also self-esteem, especially when you're winning. So it's in everyone's best interest to work as a team and build each other up. I have seen teams where there's a divide and they don't seem to work as well together or do as well in their sport.
Not only that, but sports can boost your confidence, feeling pride in what you do and the goals you finish.
I used to be a runner, which is, I liked doing something by myself. The highlight of that was just feeling accomplished in completing. I did a 10K, I did a 5K, I did a half marathon. And so although it wasn't a team sport, like I still had my goal and I felt very accomplished when I reached it.
When you join a sports team, you begin to practice with the people around you every day. This can help you to make friends and form new relationships.
So sports can help you feel supported and encourage your team in numerous ways. So if you have a teammate who's going through a tough time, you can approach them with a technique maybe that has worked for you. And by teaching them that technique, you're working through and communicating together. An example of how to use that is even from when I was in marching band in high school, we had some very hard choreography to learn. And so everybody was really frustrated that nobody could get the choreography right. So when one of our leaders took the time to break everything down piece by piece, everybody was able to work piece by piece to put it together. So at the end result, we were happy that we were able to accomplish it.
An important aspect of being on a team is communication. By having effective communication, you're building both trust and team bonding.
Playing a team sport can definitely make you feel more included than exercising alone. When you're exercising with other people, you get to communicate, you get to kind of forget about some of the stressors you have. You get to learn more about somebody if it's someone you don't know that well, versus when you're exercising alone, you can still have some of the same impacts, but again, you're missing some of that communication.
Overall, sports are proven to be very beneficial to both your mental and physical states. Passaic High School encourages everyone to embrace their best and to choose a sport you will love. Reporting for Good Morning Passaic, I'm Rachel Smith.
Well, that's everything we have for you guys.
Tune in next month for our final episode of the school year.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Good Morning Castaic. Bye.